What is going on, you guys? This is Bach the Rock, and today, guys, we're going to discuss a couple things. So, number one, guys, I just got through setting up so I could start live streaming some Call of Duty. Guys, for some reason, I don't know what happened, but it said streaming on YouTube is forbidden. So I don't know what the heck that was about. I am going to double check real quick just to make sure my live stream is going through. And then we will get into the match. Yep, it's working just fine. Oh, all right. Ugh. Guys, I owe you an apology for last night. I wasn't feeling too hot. Like I said, I got off of work last night. It was storming. Well, okay, I didn't say anything yet, but last night it was raining cats and dogs. I accidentally forgot to take my jacket. And then basically, I guess the mixture of the storm plus the, So basically, I almost got sick as a dog. So, and then on top of that, I did. Okay, I would need that. Look at level 15. So I was almost sick as a dog. So basically, it's just been one of those things. But I feel fine today. The other thing was I took a edible last night to help me out with my stress because I was so overstressed that, to help me out with my stress because I was so overstressed that ended up at... Okay. Hey, Kevin, do we need to air out a little bit of a past that kind of screwed up what today, what I should be doing today? And I'll give you a hint. The person that did screw me over pretty much, look in the mirror. The person that did screw me over pretty much, look in the mirror. Trust me, I'm respectfully not getting heated. I've already been through, and I will tell you this, I've already been through enough heat. On top of that, I've already been cheated on. I've been through all kinds of odds and ends. So, I've already been through all kinds of rectifiable situations.
Hardcore team deathmatch. Eliminate all threats.
Of course, the other fact, helping the guy that I tried to help and tried to keep as a friend. Pretty much, long story short, I pretty much told him he can... It'd pretty much be like South Korea for him. Because after, like I said, after the mess he put me through, I was the mature one, and I told him he's gonna have to handle it himself.
Oh. Confirming friendly fire.
Guys, if I go down or get kicked, sorry, I need to get some water.
We've taken the lead. Stay on task. Hostiles reclaimed the lead.
Shit! Friendly unit down.
you see what you've done?
Yeah, well, I tried to. But like I said, I've been under enough stress. Plus, on top of that, I know me and my buddy Dawson, we're going to be doing an experiment that people have been asking me about ever since the ceramic, ever since blowing up the ceramic toilet with a firework.
I was too kind.
So, you know, we're just trying to plan it out. That's the other thing. All right, let's see. Wait, am I? I can't even remember if I'm in core or hardcore. That's how fast my brain's moving right now. Oh, but right. So, like what I was saying, guys. So besides going with the style for the streams, I'm gonna try to see about getting me a new shirt or two within a week. Nope.
Shot was good.
The only thing is, I just haven't been able to find the time or the patience to do it.
Eyes on enemy.
Ah. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Alright. So if you guys don't remember, I said something in the in one of the videos about it, although I don't remember if it was cut out. But at the time we was talking to, I was helping Dawson at the time because we was both doing a video. I'll fill you guys in on that talk about blowing up the toilet one. So if you guys don't remember, I told you guys about it. I was in a coping stage after being cheated on and having the stress from my past still kicking me up in the butt. Pause though. I mean kicking me in the butt. Like I said, so my Asperger's are really kicked in right now because I just woke up. So, but anyway. So after pretty much being cheated on and going through all kinds of mess of trouble, I pretty much, you know, have been up and down, up and down. So what me and Dawson are going to do is we're going to be doing an experiment from the hit YouTube pilot Hell of a Boss. Now, I'm going to give you guys a reminder, kind of like with us blowing up the toilet with a firework. Do not do this at home. Okay, this is like, if you guys ever see the movie Jackass Rules, and basically you, at the start of the TV show or the movie, they say like, warning, the following stunts are performed by professionals, and basically they tell you that, they give you the viewer discretion is advised, and basically they tell you that do not do this stuff at home.
Fuck off! I'm working.
That's basically what we're doing. But we're gonna be doing the Hell of a Boss routine. So if you guys seen Hell of a Boss, like the pilot, and you've seen the clip, then that's a good thing. If you hadn't, let's put it this way, just so I can give you guys some clarification context. So if you've seen the pilot, you know what happens, and basically the main character Blitz breaks his phone in half, then smashes it into littler pieces, put it in a blender, and then pretty much gives it to his hellhound. And then he tells her, here, and you know that bridge over the freeway? And then she goes, yeah, and then basically he says, crap off of it. So basically what the plan is, what we're gonna do is we're gonna recreate recreate that scene from the vid. But before y'all freak out, no, we are not gonna be using a new phone. We are not gonna be doing that stuff. The only thing that we're gonna need is we're gonna need a blender first, then something that can smash the phone into tinier pieces. So we're either gonna need like a meat tenderizer or something heavy that has enough oomph that could smash it into tinier pieces. What's up? But, like I said, if we do the vid, the other thing is we have to figure out a safe way to do it. Now, if you guys remember seeing talk about blowing up the toilet with the ceramic toilet and the firework in my shorts, in my YouTube shorts, then here's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna need to try to figure out exactly how we're gonna pull this off. Because first off, guys, we do have the broken phone. The downside is we have 2 broken phones. If you guys don't remember, I told you I had to get a new one because embarrassing story. So one night I was sitting in this chair. But it's one of those metal lawn chairs that has the lines in between them that you put the cushion on. So I was sitting, legs stretched out, trying to relax, and the back of my leg started getting pinched. Well, when that happened, I went to stand up, but I forgot the table was close to me.
Hardcore domination.
That I knocked it over. Now, just to tell you guys, my phone didn't fell face first, like screen and crack. But you know how, like, when you hit a TV, and then if you hit it in the right point, where the crack is, it basically shows all these rainbow colors, and the screen slowly starts going out.
Damn it, we've lost the lead. Lock it down, Charlie.
It basically happened like that. So the whole phone is completely cracked, but I still have to get stuff off of it. So in order to do that, what I'm probably going to have to do is I'll probably have to look up how I can access my cell phone with a computer. Because the screen is cracked and everything is like completely, you know.
We're losing Alpha.
And then the worst part was when I kept patting the back to get it to work because the screen was so cracked that I could not even use the keypad or anything on it. So that's why I pretty much had to get a new phone for that. Of course, my tool phone is about to start going to pot, so which means if worse comes to worse, I'm going to have to replace my tool phone.
Take a Bravo underway.
But, anyway, guys, So, but like I was saying, just so I can keep my head above water before I even lose my head, me and my buddy Dawson, we discussed about how we're gonna do this.
Taking B.
The only thing that we need to do is we need to pick up a blender and we need to pick up a meat tenderizer for the experiment. We just need the only thing is we just need to find a safe way to do it.
Securing B.
Grenade incoming.
Taking C. B locked down.
Because I know some viewers were asking from that bit about it. And then, I kept getting people on the other half saying, oh, hey, you should really do that. Because it's like, it's kind of like the whole Mythbusters logic. But, with the, Hell of a Boss or Has-Been Hotel.
Losing B. Losing Bravo.
Using equipment.
Lost B. Locking down Charlie.
Ugh. But yeah, like I said, guys, I'm under a lot of fire right now. Because, like I said, I have to get the stuff for the experiment. I know I have to get to a point where I need to fix everything up tech-wise or computer-wise. And then, like I said, I need to also re-edit through my cell phone or my YouTube cell phone. Put like my YouTube Discord and stuff like that onto one, so it's like my brain's just been going 500 in a 90 mile per hour bracket.
Losing Bravo.
So I also need to see if Dawson is going to be on. If he's not on within an hour, then basically I'm gonna give him a text.
Capturing this objective.
Enemy sentry turret detected.
Oh, I see you.
We're losing Alpha.
TACOM, commence Watchdog Helo mission. Deploying Archangels.
Oh boy.
Securing C. Locking down Bravo.
They're done.
Oh boy. But there is also more ideas that me and my buddy are going to look into. We're also going to see about trying to go to the to a Comic-Con. So with me living in the border town between between two states, there is a chance I could go to two instead of one. But the problem is, and this is the problem. Firstly,
Someone should make a movie about this. Or even better, someone should make a video game about this.
the first thing I'd have to worry about is the finances for the tickets and for the plan. Second, I have to worry about what I would like to do for some vids. And also, guys, like I said, I do want to do more, which means I got to take time to really, really push up the streams and ideas.
Bravo zone secure.
Using equipment.
Oof.
Capturing the objective.
Losing A.
Oof. There we go. There we go.
Losing B.
Charlie, trophy system.
Yeah, and like I said, guys, with not feeling good last night, plus having a little something to help me out with my
Lost B.
stress and anxiety, or with my stress, to be honest.
Lock it down, Charlie. We're losing Alpha.
Let's see.
Watchdog helo incoming on your location. B secured.
Enemy watchdog.
Losing Bravo. Bravo lost.
Establish watchdog on station above.
What the fuck's going on out there? Tighten up and show some spine.
Archangel going hot.
Bravo is armed. Take it C.
Yeah. That is kind of weird. That is kind of weird that you can hear a goat,
We just got our
like you can hear a goat or a sheep, and that's really weird. Because it sounds like you literally have a goat or a sheep in your living room.
Let's get this show on the road. Scrambler, front. Enemy down.
Alright, let me see this real quick. Oof. Okay. So we got the Ladra up to level 100 or level 11. It's gotta be up to a level 38. So we got it up to a level 38 so far. And we got up to the splinter on headshots. And we just got the new red wave. So we're doing pretty good. We are doing pretty good. Alright, let's see. Check a couple things in here real quick.
Hardcore free-for-all. Green light. Go, go, go.
But yeah, guys, I also know that some of you have been asking about the oof. Yeah, I did not see him there. Form. Yeah, and also, guys, I just woke up, so my stomach's kind of full right now. So I'm gonna try to live stream with what I can do best right now. So and I got enough stuff to do this week because, like I said, so the other thing I will tell you guys, I know because I know everyone. Because I know some people on my end was asking me if I was all right ever since the punk video. I'm fine, but I will tell you guys in the raw footage, if I can get a hold of that, you can help me edit up a bit to where I could show the whole thing. Even though he recorded it, you guys still see me in there. But I will tell you guys, I was stressed out, and I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I did break my code that I was gonna try to cut back on cursing. However, to explain it this way, guys, just so everybody understands, the night when he pranked me, I was already under enough stress because I had a lot I was, dealing with. And so yeah, when you guys see if I can get him to let me have the full raw footage, and then we find a way to edit it up with certain information not being on the vid or vice versa, then I will, but where'd it go? Sorry about that, guys. I had a guy, and then pause though, before somebody cracks a joke. I had a guy, and he just up and disappeared. Oh. But anyway, but yeah. So, like I was saying though, so, like I said, the two things I'm going to talk to him about tomorrow, one, I'm going to see if I can get the raw footage, and then I'm going to edit it up. I'll have to see what I can do to edit it up. I'll just have to ask him how would be the best way to do that. And then, like I said, after I edit up the footage, I will post the raw footage after it's been edited. Because, guys, I will be honest, yes, I did break my code. So, and I know all y'all are gonna get on my case, but now for the prank, when he called me, I was already under enough stress because it was like, I was at work. Then on top of that, I had a lot going through my mind, and it was like,
Backup's not coming. You want to get out of this
so,
time? Better step up.
I was looking out for him, like looking out for family and the siblings. But this is the key that happened, all right? So, while looking out for him, yes, I did cuss up a storm because I was concerned. So, when I got punked, what I didn't know was that it was his friends that was doing the prank. So, I will give them kudos for 3 reasons. Number 1, they got me good. Number 2, when my stress was in overload, I'm just surprised they haven't told me I need to calm down. Because, like I said, guys, if you have a friend that you've known for a while and he hasn't been in jail, but then, he pretty much does a punked vid where he tells you, hey, I'm running from the police, and you already had enough stress on your plate. Don't you guys think you would be worried too? That's just my thought right there. Oh. All right, let's see. Oh, I know he's around here. And also, guys, another thing. So, I have also been wanting to do more TikTok duets. Now, I'm going to let you guys know for a fact that I will have to go through the process because I know people have been asking me, well, what happened to 2 of your videos? So, if you guys don't remember, and I've said something about it before, 2 of my videos, the audio got muted. So, the one video was at the Indiana Comic Con, And this was last year or a couple years ago. I forget which one. What happened was I was standing above the catwalk and I was doing this with my phone, getting some really good footage for TikTok, you know? Well, and I will be up front. It did have a pretty good text in it. Because I believe I said something like, your inner otaku is like a season. You don't want it to change, but in order to make way for the new, you have to let it change. I said something on those line of effects. And I used the, and I will be honest, guys, I did use the My Little Pony song, This Day in Aria, for that video. And the views were on it were pretty good. But then, after a while, for some reason, I went to play it back because I've heard people say, oh, well, you know, one of your vids went mute. And I'm like, wait, what? So when I went back to the vid, I noticed that the song was taken out. So when I looked over the vid, it was like, it said that there was a copyright claim with one other person that was using that audio, and they didn't, and it didn't affect mine. So I know later on today or so, what I am gonna do is I'm gonna try to see how I can look up what's the deal with the audio, and if I can find a way to get that video back, or if I still have it somewhere on my phone, because you know how people always keep raw footages in case of an emergency, and then they pretty much delete them when they're done. Well, I was the type of I am the type of person that usually is a one use and done kind of person. But I didn't think there would be some kind of problem. If you guys get what I'm saying.
Huh. I could probably turn this thing into a bomb. This is a weird career pivot for me.
So yeah. So like I said, the one thing is I talked to a buddy of mine. He did say what I need to do with TikTok is if I can figure out how to check to make sure I don't get a copyright claim or vice versa, then my account should be okay. But like I said, I will have to look up how-tos and stuff like that. And also, guys, I'm gonna see about getting back into duets. So, which means I'm gonna have to look up ideas. I know some people have been telling me I need to do some Ben 10, some, and if there are some more, they want me to do Monster Musume, or they want me to do Hell of a Boss or Has Been Hotel, which I honestly, if I did Hell of a Boss or Has Been Hotel, the first bit I would have to do is the Blitzo Freakout. That's one bit, because I will admit, people said I was pretty good with it, but at the same time, after the whole audio clipped out, I look like a mime. I look like a mime with half a face, pretty much freaking out. Or looking like they did not take their medicine for 3 days. So,
shit ain't working. We've lost the advantage.
so yeah, so basically, so I would have to try to redo the Blitz vid, and I would probably, if I can find some way to figure out what's up with the Comic-Con vid, then I will go from there. Plus, I may see about doing the duets or the shorts on YouTube. So before everybody asks, are you going to limit your shorts to just TikTok? No. I might do YouTube shorts. I might do all that stuff. But like I said, I just have to take time, figure out the idea, be patient. Because, guys, the other thing I've been having issues with lately is, like, I don't remember if I said anything about it, but I had to have a hernia and gallbladder surgery a while back, and I can tell you guys the throwback story for that. If you guys want to hear it, because I don't remember if I told you. If I did, comment down below. Just say you did, or just mark the video, or just say you told us in one of the videos. And if I didn't, just say you didn't tell us, and then I will fill you guys in. But lately, my appetite's been going double from what it originally does, and on top of that, I've just, like, when I'm stressed out, my stomach does this whole thing where you feel like you're gonna get sick, but at the same time, you don't feel like you're gonna get sick. So that's just some of the scenarios with what I've been dealing with stress-wise and vice versa. And guys, I really want to do better as being a streamer, which is why I am trying my best. Like with certain people that stream, I try my best not wanting to lose my composure with them. Now, there are two people. Now, one of my friends live streams on Twitch, and I usually don't have a problem. However, guys, if you guys been hearing the news lately, or to any YouTube creator, if you've been keeping up with the news about Hassan Piker and Frogan and Denim and pretty much all those guys that are TSGs, then you'll get why I'm concerned. So later today, I'm supposed to go see one of my buddies because
kind of fun. I can do battle.
And I will tell you guys the reason. So what happened was I ended up getting sick on his birthday. So I was gonna see about going out to see him. Well, like I said, I got sick, and then, you know, I had to get rest because I needed to work the late shift, and then, yeah. So basically, it was like, I didn't feel too hot, and, you know, and I felt bad. Like, and guys, I'm being honest, I really did felt bad. Just like how I felt like I let another friend down because we were supposed to meet up at IHOP for breakfast, and you know, the whole and it's like my stomach does this pivot where it's like if I got plans and I gotta try to calculate everything, like cost or stress and vice versa, you know, and I don't mean stress like as in like the people causing it. I stress like as in if I'm out and about, there's something I need to remember. So, like, the easiest way I can explain it is, you know how people go out all the time and they'll go see a friend that they haven't seen for, like, and I'm just throwing an example here, 15 to 20 years, and then on top of that, they try to think, okay, while I'm out, maybe I need to stop off at a couple places, pick up groceries, pick up this, pick up that, you know.
Using equipment.
So basically, when you're out and about, your brain does what you call a task pivot. And generally, when the task pivot kicks in, it's like even though you're trying to focus on one thing at a time, your brain pivots all around. The best example I can think of is if you guys ever seen any superhero movies where you got collabs, and then one of the goofy characters is one of those types that pushes all the buttons. That's how your brain feels like. Like, the only example I could think of that one is the Batman versus the TMNT, where basically, I'm not gonna say the characters, but they're in the Batmobile and they get caught, and basically, one of the characters tells the other character to try pressing some buttons. And then they go on a button pushing frenzy and smash every button in the vehicle. Now I won't say who the characters are. That's as much as I'm gonna say. But I'm just telling you guys the clip. That's all I'm doing. So.
This shit ain't working. We've lost the advantage.
Damn
it, they must have hacked our comms.
Are you trying to shoot
me?
Go
dark.
Oh,
we'll
wait.
pick you up later.
I guess you are.
Eyes on enemy.
But yeah.
Cancel that.
So the reason why I'm trying to be respectful with my streams, guys, is because there was another buddy who's a streamer of mine, and he sent me this clip from a live stream by a live streamer by the name of Frogan. Now, she's part of a TSG group. I'm not going to say what it is. Okay, I won't say what the group is. There's plenty of words that start with T. So, but I'll give you a hint. The T in the TSG, the T would be like an emotion. It's not the same thing as scared, but the person will ask when you get scared, are you blankified? And for the S, you have an animal or any type of item, and it gives you, with balance and stuff like that. Or with emotion, with balance. So you would get, but this item holds up a house, but it's called a blank beam. And the last word is group. So, I'm only going to say TSG because that's as far as I want to say it right there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to my buddy and just tell him, look, dude, until this mess gets high and dry fixed, then you need to do a different stream platform. Because guys, the thing that concerns me, and this is a concern, is that if with how these streamers go, I don't want my friend getting brutalized or. Excuse me. Ooh, that hurt. But I don't want my friend getting brutalized or terrorized by these streamers, because either he says something and they take offense to it, because you know how certain type of streamers are when they get pretty much
securing zone A.
Pretty much, darted out. But the only other issue I have with these streamers is that the only thing that I know for a fact is that I just remembered I had family who was who was in the army.
Losing B.
Okay, now
Taking A.
I have friends. I know friends who are in the army. I know,
Bravo underway.
you know, but one streamer,
Bravo is ours.
and I'm not gonna say who, but you guys could probably fill in the blanks.
Losing Alpha.
One streamer pretty much stated that
They're taking C.
every soldier should get PTSD. Now, if you guys know who said that, that's one thing. Now, the only reason why I wanted to do a video and verbally, and I mean verbally, give her a peace of mind is because there's 3 reasons.
We're losing
Number
Charlie.
1, you would be giving them ammunition to try to think that, oh, hey, you know you can get under their skin. Now, back when I did live stream, guys, and before I rebranded, yeah,
Securing B.
I know there are times when I would get pretty much easily perturbed that little things get under my skin.
Secured.
But I'm trying to be a bit more mature than that.
Losing
Now, do I have times where people repeat stuff
Enemy UAV.
and I do sound like I get agitated?
All zones.
I will be honest, yes. However,
Locking down Charlie.
I'm trying my best to stop doing
A
that.
secure. Locking down Bravo.
Initiating objective control. Incoming Sentex.
Bravo is ours. Losing A.
But the key thing is, like I said, guys, I am trying to change that. Because, to be fair, I'm always tired of getting agitated.
Losing Bravo.
Now, yeah, people get on my case about my voice. And I will be honest, guys,
B.
when I do get agitated, yeah, my voice, the way it sounds now, I would go an octave higher.
Deploying our
Or, like, I'll start feeling like I'm about to yell. But I try my best to be respectable. You know, like, not yell, not allow myself to become a fool.
Bravo lost.
If that makes sense. And to be fair, in my past, yeah, I have been a few things that I was foolish, but it made me realize that I need to try to up and better myself.
Losing Alpha. Taking C. Losing
Now,
A.
and I know people are going to get on me about Dawson, so I'm going to explain this, guys. I am trying my best to help Dawson out a little bit. Now, yes, does he do too much pranks? He does. And if you guys are wondering why that concerns me, it's because I don't want him to end up like RKI.
Taking Bravo underway.
Now, if you guys know who RKI is by the short abbreviation, that's great. If you guys don't know who RKI is, he goes by the name of Ramsey Khalid Ismail, aka Johnny Somali. Okay?
Enemy care package above. We're losing Alpha.
Now, like I explained to my friend, RKI, he's looking at 31 years in jail in South Korea.
We lost B.
That's what he's looking at.
Taking B.
So, you know, and like I said,
Hostile Sentex.
the only reason he's looking at that is because if you guys know the whole situation, that's good. But if you don't know about the nuisance streamer situation, guys, I'll explain this one. So, the reason why he is getting close to 31 years in prison is because, for one, while live streaming, he went to other countries and took advantage of their kindness. Okay?
Losing Bravo.
Now, I know I said this in my last video. And I will say it again so you guys can understand. If you guys are going abroad, and I will say it after I tell you guys the whole details, but if you guys are going abroad, you're going to have a list of stuff you need to do, what you need to carry on you, what you need to have. So it's like, hey, you know, we got everything, we have everything, we got everything from start to finish.
Enemy sentry turret detected in your AO.
So first I'll tell you guys what happened. So RKI went to all these Middle Eastern countries because he tried to take advantage of people's kindness. Okay, he tried to take advantage of people's kindness, and to make matters worse, he did all this
Locking down Bravo.
and was a
UAV
complete
inbound.
fool about it. Okay? He was a complete
Bravo is ours.
fool. And we'll get into that in a little bit. But the downside is he thought, just like any other nuisance streamer, they think we'll go to a different country, we'll make content, we'll stay there for vacation, and then we will come right back home. Now, there's a few minor details and slips with that. So if you're going Middle East, guys, there's a few things you need to learn.
Underway.
Or there's a few things you need to do. Number one, either you need to study the language, or this is a keynote, have a translator if you feel like you can't study the language, no matter how hard it is. That way, like, if you're lost in the country, it's like, or lost in the, I think it's if you're lost in the country, then it's like, you can ask for directions, and then if they use translators as well, it's like you can have easy conversation. Now, would it get a little bit annoying? I will say, yes, it'll get a little bit annoying. But at least you show people you're trying to relax and enjoy the vacation.
Taking Alpha.
Now, for example,
Enemy silenced.
now I'm going to say this, for example. That'd be like me saying, hey, I'd like to go to Japan. Okay?
The CIA's best.
Now, that'd be like me saying, I go to a convenience store, I'd like to get a bottle of sake. Now, if they spoke a different language, it's like, okay, I can't understand the language. I would pull out my phone and I would say say, hey Siri, please translate what this gentleman's trying to say. And then once they pull up the translator, then basically what they will do is they will speak into the speaker, and your cell phone will easily translate what they are saying. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because there are people who do things the easy way, and there's people that do the things the hard way. So, like, example, and I will tell you guys a backstory from my old job. So, from my old job, we had a customer that would come in and he would wear a ice jacket. Okay, like he would wear something that he is not supposed to have or is not an official. Now, before I continue, if you guys know what ICE is, that's good. If you guys don't know what ICE is, it's an immigration police kind of deal. Okay? So, it was, I don't remember the exact time frame, but this guy was pushing every button wearing this jacket. I mean, he scared half the people that were even Oriental to the point where, like, if they were to stand up to him, then he would basically flaunt and say he is part of the group when he knows dang good and well he's not. Now, this set me off a bit because what happened was I was working, cleaning, doing my thing, and there was this lady that only spoke Spanish. So, so the guy scared her, thinking that he was part of the immigration police. So, and this is the worst part. There was a coach and a team lead right up front, and they didn't say nothing. Nada, zippo, zilch. So I stepped up. I looked at the guy and I was like, dude, do you have a problem? And he looked at me like I was nuts. And I said, and basically he started going off like saying, you're talking to me like that? I said, well, why don't we look at the aspects here? You pretty much cut in front of a customer that is only speaking Spanish, and you're wearing something that's kind of official to other people, but not to you, which it kind of falls under the category of impersonating an officer, which could get you about 10 to 20 years. So, yeah, I am talking to you the way I am talking to you. And the guy looked at me like his face turned like when you know knowledge of certain things, and basically someone's shocked that they get that yeah, I'm royally screwed kind of look. So I looked at the guy and I said, so why don't we look at it in this perspective? Number one, you cut in front of that lady that was only speaking Spanish. Number two, either you get rid of the jacket and go back in line, or we can call the police and then you can look at 10 to 20. And he came worse than the Buffalo Bills at the Super Bowl. He took off the jacket, gave it to me, and then he pretty much just was like, yep, I'm done. Now, you guys are probably wondering, well, what did I do with the jacket? Well, after work, after that day at work, while I had the jacket, I went out to a buddy of mine's place. And we was at a bonfire. Like we was just having a bonfire, just relaxing, having a couple brews. Except he knows I don't drink beer, because if I were to drink beer, guys, the barley, hops, and wheat would mess with my stomach. So, they gave me wine coolers. We just mellowed out. And I told them what happened at work. And they looked at me like I was nuts. Well, when I pulled the jacket out of my car, they finally said, wow, he wasn't kidding. So, what we ended up doing was, I told them, we need to get rid of this because anybody in possession with these kinds of jackets could be looking at 10 to 20 if someone thinks you're impersonating. So we burnt the jacket. And I mean, like, we burnt the jacket. So, now you guys are probably asking what happened after that. So this is what happened. I went back into work the next day. I was a little, hungover after a couple wine coolers, and basically I got questioned. Now, that day I was working with a team lead who was like, okay, she saw the footage, she knows the whole situation, so, she's not gonna lay into me like taking a meat tenderizer and knocking me upside the head. So she pulls me in the office, she questions me about the facts, and after I told her everything, I told her, look, I wasn't going to sit around and do nothing. Basically, he was impersonating an officer. He was scaring some of our customers half to death. So what do you want me to do? You want me to just sit back and do nothing, and then by the time we call the police, nothing gets done? Well, the thing was, and this is the funny part. So the guy that was imitating the police, or imitating ICE, or immigration police, he comes back in, and I'm thinking, okay, he's in here to cause trouble, he's in here to cause trouble. Well, turns out he wasn't. He comes over to me, he talks to me, and he apologizes for how he acted. And he told me that he was tired of being, you know, one of those types where he could be like the foolish traveler. So I told him, I was like, look, the first thing you need to do is just change your persona. I mean, you gotta stop thinking yourself as a foolish traveler, because granted, if you guys ever heard the old story of the foolish traveler, then yeah. But the other thing is that you also can realize it depends on you. Now, if you like helping people, that's one thing. But here's the thing, if you guys ever heard of the story The Foolish Traveler, then that's good. So if you like helping people, then that's a good thing. That kind of shows that you still got that sense of pride and respect. But if you guys never heard of the story of The Foolish Traveler, it's basically I think it's a real story, but they used it in an anime. But basically how the story goes is a traveler travels from his kingdom and goes down a path. But then he stops and helps people along the way. And in the story, he basically gave up all the gold he had, the clothes off his back. You know, it got to the point where he slowly started where he basically gave up his arms and legs until he was nothing but a head. So after that, he basically he had nothing else to give until he helped another person who basically asked for his sight. But in return, the person that asked for his sight left him only a scrap of paper, if I could speak right, a scrap of paper that only reads the word fool. If I could speak right, a scrap of paper that only reads the word. Hence why the story was called The Foolish Traveler. So, if you guys like helping people, that's the one thing. You just gotta know how far you can help. Oof. Oh yeah, where was I at? Oh yeah, we got the digital. Okay.
Hardcore domination. Secure the objective. Taking A.
All right. Let's hope I can get to the other side, guys, and let's hope I can get the headshots I need.
Losing B. We lost B. They've taken the lead.
Ooh.
The lead is ours.
Sending frag.
Now,
Losing Bravo.
basically, the other
Enemy using shock charge.
lesson about that story, guys, is that there are some people that can be foolish even when they're doing the right thing. But at least if you're willing to do the right thing, then that kind of proves a point.
Incoming set. Beginning capture.
Securing C.
Buonanotte.
But the key thing you always got to remember, if you're doing the right thing,
Hostile on foot.
Enemy RCXD detected.
then you got to make sure that when you do the right thing, you have to do it for the right reason.
Losing B.
Target down.
Securing Charlie.
Oof.
Losing Bravo.
Watch out. Enemy using shock charge. Confirmed.
Ugh.
Frag clear. I was too kind last time. Enemy assault back.
Taking C. Locking down Charlie.
Oof.
Watch out,
Oof.
Frag throw.
Securing C.
Oh, really?
Losing B.
Shock charge identified. Movement.
Bravo lost. Securing B. Locking down Bravo. Taking Bravo underway. Bravo is
Hit the
on.
mark. Enemy grenade.
Oof.
Losing Bravo.
Incoming frag. Another kill.
Oof.
Hostile RCXD in your AO.
Okay, this gun's already up to 16. That's not bad. That is not bad, not bad. All right, all right.
Losing B.
Frag set. Enemy using truck charge. As an enemy thermal. Preparing to engage.
Enemy RCXD detected.
Throwing stun.
Medic, I need him.
Grenade out. Watch out! Grenade.
15 and 28 and 15.
Enemy.
Ugh. If you guys see me doing two things at once, I apologize. Like I said, I'm just trying to keep my brain balanced right
Losing
now.
Bravo. We lost B. Hostile RCXD in your AO. Enemy RCXD detected. Taking B. Enemy UAV inbound. B secured.
Hostile marksman destroyed. Target down.
Okay, I don't know if I got the headshots I
Hostile
need, but
RCXD in your AO.
Hostile shooter. Truck charge identified. Incoming frag. Spotted enemy spring mine.
Losing B.
ugh.
Hostile Sentex.
Enemy grenade.
Enemy RCXD detected.
Should have expected me. Concussion going out.
Okay, okay.
Losing Bravo. Feel that? They're about
Crash
to break.
throw.
Give them enough.
Five kills, there's your bar.
Find cover. Snipers
Losing
firing.
B.
Eyes
Bravo
up.
lost.
Enemy using truck charge.
UAV
One
is
lost.
straight ahead. Securing B. Hostile RCXD in your AO.
Ooh, double kill. That's not bad.
Stand down, Crimson. We have what we came for.
Excellent. This team has what it takes.
Oof. So I'm gonna see what I got for right now. Oof. So, you know. Let's see. Okay, so we did the daily challenge. Wow, we just did a double bang. We did do a double banger. And then all we gotta do is win 2 matches and get 5 kills with a blast trap lethal. Oh, jeez. To be fair, guys, I always hate using the blast traps. Mm. But we're gonna have to do what we can do, at least for right now. Plus, with it being face off, you know.
Hardcore team deathmatch. You want to clear your name? This is where it happens.
All right. Oh crud! I forgot to check the. I forgot to check the camos.
We got the lead. Now hold it.
Enemy stun.
Okay, so that's one.
Hey, incoming lethal! I'm shouting at a sniper! Grenade incoming!
All right, let's see.
Spike up!
Driving RTXD. Moving with Archangel.
Using lethal.
Destination marked.
Oh boy.
Shot was good.
Got one. Front. Firing Archangel. Archangel making noise.
Using lethal. I will be talking about this on my podcast.
TACOM, establish Washington Kilo overhead.
Identified enemy down.
Enemy field upgrade. Not good. Enemy field upgrade. Not good.
Oh boy.
Spotted one.
Oh. Oh boy. Okay. Now we got the digital camo, guys, so we need to. How many? Oh, I only need one more.
Using lethal.
Oh.
Spray mine spotted.
No medals for second place. Crush those dirtbags.
Using lethal. Maybe I should not have smoked before entering heavy combat, but oh well.
That's right, you shitheads. The CIA's
Are
nothing
you on
without us.
shrooms? Am I on shrooms?
Oof. Wonder if he's asking the right questions on the wrong thing. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so we did not get the. So we did not get the. Tide yet. So we're gonna have to figure that one out. So uh, now this is the good question. Will we be able to get this up to Tide standards? And I still need to do the blast trap equipment one more time.
You've taken the lead. Stay on task.
Heads up, thermo.
Sniper threat neutralized.
Ooh. Really? I just got killed. I just got killed by someone with the name of Food.
Sample located.
Let's see.
That's one of ours.
Damn it.
All right, let's see. Seriously?
Enemy UAV inbound. Enemy napalm strike incoming.
All right, let's. Oh.
Hostile LDBR drop detected.
Arming blast trap.
Using Archangel. Hold the line, Crimson. This is ours to lose.
Enemy blast. Throwing stun.
All right, we just did our dailies. Not bad, not bad. Now with dealership, I will say, guys, I am a little bit mad with a little bit bad with this map. But at the same time, I always try to
Made it look easy, Crimson.
keep my head above water.
Bravi. I think we've earned some wine, huh? Tango, let's dance. Kill.
Alright, so let's see where we're at. Okay, so we didn't get any of the rewards yet. For gun number 8 or number 9, we don't have the Tide camo yet. We are 4 short. I'm voting for classified, so that way we can try to figure this out. And I'm just okay. So we get the Gala. Not a bad map, but at the same time, not a good map. So I need 4 more headshots for gun number 9 in order to get the Tide.
Kill word. Let him have it, Black Ops.
Yo, watch it!
We took out their HVT. HVT is taking fire. Keep the package safe. Enemy HVT on site. Take them out.
Seriously.
Enemy HVT is down.
Hey,
HVT
incoming
under
lethal!
fire. Repeat, HVT under fire.
See, and this is the kind of
HVT located.
Using lethal. Alpha, Tango, battle words.
Eyes on. We took out their HVT. They got our HVT.
oh, we just
Enemy
got swapped.
HVT on site. Take them out. Friendly HVT on site. Keep them safe.
Eh.
HVT is taking fire. Keep the package safe. Nice. We're pulling ahead. Enemy HVT is down.
There's an enemy shooter! This was not in my contract. Where's my...
Identified
Our HVT has been eliminated. took out their HVT. All right, eyes up. You're the HVT.
We got a friend down.
You just booked yourself an AAR.
Control.
We got the lead. Now hold it. Enemy HVT is down.
Hey, incoming lethal!
Enemy HVT on site. Take them out.
Using field upgrade.
All right, so we gotta get up this way. And of course, why is it every time?
HVT under fire. Repeat. HVT under fire. Damn it, we've lost the lead. They got our HVT. Protect our HVT. These ours. We took out their HVT.
Okay, it's like every time they're either using shotguns or something, but you can't. Every time you get over the table, they flip you like an omelet.
Keep it back safe. You've fallen behind. Our HVT has been eliminated. Hostile HVT located. Friendly HVT on site. Keep them safe. Enemy HVT is down.
Hey, incoming
HVT
lethal!
under fire. Repeat. HVT under fire. Enemy HVT on site. Take them out. Nice. We're pulling ahead. We took out their HVT. Come on, you're losing this fight. Hostile HVT located. This shit ain't working. We've lost the advantage. HVT is taking fire. Keep the package safe. They got our HVT. Protect our HVT.
It's like you can't even. Okay, guys, like I said, the one reason why I always hate the Gala map is like you cannot take with that 2 feet, and then all of a sudden you get picked off clean as day.
HVT under fire. Repeat. HVT under fire.
Enemies have destroyed your assault pack.
Okay, let's see. Try to-
We've taken control. Enemy HVT is down. Damn it, we've lost the lead. HVT is taking fire. Keep the package safe. Our HVT has been eliminated. Enemy HVT on site. Take them out.
Sorry, guys, give me 1 sec. Okay.
Friendly HVT on site. Keep them safe. HVT under fire. Repeat.
There we go.
HVT under fire.
All right, now
Got
we
our
go.
HVT. Protect our HVT. We took out their HVT. HVT is taking fire. Keep the package safe. Hostile HVT located. Our HVT
God,
has
is
been
that
eliminated.
blood? Nobody told me there would be blood.
Enemy
We
HVT is
definitely
down.
don't have this stuff in Canada.
Clock's ticking, Black Ops. Close this shit down. Enemy HVT on site.
Oh.
Take them out. You're our HVT. Stay alert. We took out their HVT. We got the lead. Now hold it. Hostile HVT located.
Frag going out.
You've fallen behind.
Yeah.
We took out their HVT. Friendly HVT on site. Keep them safe. You fucking me? Activate catchback protocol.
All right, so we just got a. So we just got a. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Now I know everybody's asking, oh well, where's Dawson at? Where's Dawson at? He's probably popping online. I don't know for sure, but I gotta give him a little bit first. Alright. Let's see. So we got the tide. We're kicking up. We are kicking up. So this is where we're at right now. Level 18. We just got up to the tide, and we're slowly working in on the 100%. Ugh. So we got to get the red tiger, guys, which is going to be a pain in the butt. But I'll be surprised when we get this one and this one. But remember, our goal is we got to get up to the dark spine, and 3 submachine guns in that class have already got up to the dark spine. So, which means if they're in the dark spine, when we do the next go around to try to get everything up to the dark spine, we cannot reuse those.
Kill order. You know what Langley expects. Get it done. We're winning. Keep it that way. HVT under fire. Repeat, HVT under fire. Enemy HVT is down.
Moving in. Threat deleted.
Hostile HVT located. They got our HVT.
And you know, guys, I'm also going to be honest. The one thing I do not like about, I mean, there's with Call of Duty, there's 2 things I like. Okay, number 1, I do like the hardcore.
Stay on task. We took out their HVT.
Don't get me wrong, I like hardcore, but the issue I do have is like whenever you get the teammates that try to get your enemy, instead of trying to think, hey, go around the situation and try not to shoot your teammate. Now, if you walk in front of somebody's shot, I can understand. But you guys know how a pain in the butt is the old Call of Duty was when you had to basically
HVT under fire. Repeat, HVT under fire. HVT is down.
Where you had to basically try to watch your fire, because if not, after a certain amount of times you killed a friendly, you get kicked out of the game. I forget which Call of Duty that was, but I can tell you now, it was one of the Call of Duty games. I just forget which one it is.
Oh no, that was one of ours. Sorry.
Took out their HVT.
So,
Eyes up. You're the HVT.
I always hate being the HVT. Because that always happens.
Enemy HVT is down. Protect our HVT. Enemy HVT on site. Take them out. HVT under fire. Repeat, HVT under fire.
Hostiles have assault pack resupply.
Ah, really? The trio are camping underground.
Incoming Syntex.
Our HVT has been eliminated. We took out their HVT.
Archangel going hot.
Friendly HVT on site. Keep them safe. Hostile HVT located. HVT is taking fire. Keep the package safe.
Oh.
They got our HVT. Protect our HVT. Enemy HVT is down. HVT under fire. Repeat, HVT under fire. Hostile UAV established overhead. Enemy HVT on site. Take them out. They're right where we want them. Finish the job. We took out their HVT. Hostile HVT located.
Snipers down. Advance.
Our HVT has been eliminated.
Hostile launcher removed.
Friendly HVT on site. Keep them safe. HVT is taking fire. Keep the package safe.
So we just took down that one.
Proceed to
This
extract
team has
prison.
what it takes.
Let's see. Ooh. All right, so we're at 82, which means we need 18. So okay, so we're doing we're doing good, guys. So let's look at the let's look at the facts here. First off, switching to Fast Mag 2. Once when I get to the point, I'm gonna get the extended Mag 3. So we're gonna switch to the Fast Mag, and as you guys can see, we're at 19 out of 38, which means I only need 19 more levels to go up. And we do get Blaze Town. which is not a bad map. I will give you that. It is not a bad map. It's got good tunage. It's got good. It's got that vibe where it's like, hey, you know, you feeling a lot better. You know what I'm saying?
Kill confirmed. This shit ain't working. We've lost the advantage.
Sniper working.
Pikachu. Really? I got killed by someone with a Pikachu gamer tag. Pokemon knowledge. If you guys ever watch Pokemon and you remember Ash's first Pokemon from the Palette region or the Kanto region, his first Pokemon was Pikachu before he got all the starters.
Tack on. And you guys
And yes, reason why I remembered that is because 90s kid growing up. So you're talking to someone who's watched TV shows like you probably never heard of, like Big Bad Beetleborgs. That one was an old classic, I can tell you that much. Growing up, me and a sibling, we would always watch like Power Rangers, we would watch Pokemon, we would watch Digimon, we watched all kinds of stuff. Now, there were shows that were on in the 90s. I'll have to look them up and then look at the trailers. And then I will do a flashback or a video montage of what TV shows I used to watch. And then we can go from there. But one TV show I remember you watching, and my family got into it, that it was like, yeah, every time it come on, whatever they were doing, they drop what they were doing, and they would pretty much just say, yeah, we're going to do our thing after the show. And the TV show that used to come on when the CW used to be Fox Kids, I forget what channel it was, but because it used to be Kids WB. No, it started out as Fox Kids, then worked its way up to becoming Kids WB. And then it became the CW, and then it was like, yeah. But every Saturday morning, when you would have like the Kids WB, the Fox Box, you would have all kinds of odds and ends. There were TV shows that were so twisted that I'm surprised the censors literally was like, okay, you know what? This is a bad idea, or this is a good idea, but again, this is not a good idea. And the one TV show that I used to watch was called The Cramp Twins. Now, I will admit, it was a weird TV show, but it was about two siblings, but one of them was like purely evil. And I did like the show till it got to a point where it was like, yeah, they're just using the same cliche. And I stopped watching it. Now, like, if you guys ever watch superhero TV or stuff like that, you guys know the summary and the same cliches. Bad guy gets revived or vice versa. Then heroes get recruited or formed, and then they have to stop the baddie before world domination. Same old cliche, you know? But to be fair, it was pretty good. But that was what made TV in the 90s interesting. Now, TV nowadays, you've got a lot of more dramas and vice versa. And and guys, before I get comments saying, "Oh, do you have a thing against dramas?" Not particularly. Like, there are animes I watch that'll have like drama so bad that it'll be put you on the edge of your seats.
Hostile scout bolts in your AO.
I mean, like, there were some animes that literally had me crying my eyes out, and I'm being honest on this. But everyone always gave me a hard time because people say, "Oh, real men don't cry," and da 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 da. And it's like,
Finish line in
yeah.
sight. Don't let up.
Like, I always got picked on with certain movies. Like, with certain movies, when something hits a heartstring, it's like, yeah, you're gonna cry. You can't help it. It's unavoidable. Now, I will be upfront. A couple animes that had me crying was like some of the slice of life and drama ones. One of the animes, which I have to find the old version, was called Fruits Basket. Now, before you guys ask, I have read the manga, I have done all that, but I prefer to watch the anime because when you watch the anime to read the manga, when you read the manga, you have to think, okay, read the character's lines, and then put yourself in the situation the character's in, and then figure out emotionally where they're being.
Oh, these guns are so heavy.
Spring mine deleted.
So that's the skinny I had with reading the mangas. Now, when I did read the mangas, there were a lot I read, but then at the same time, it was like you have to wait for the anime because it's like when you read the manga, you don't know how the character seems to be expressed. Like, are you supposed to read it with fury? Are you supposed to read it with sorrow? Are you supposed to read it with happiness? It always threw me off on that. So when I started watching the anime, it was like, yeah, I'm not gonna read the manga. The best thing I could do is just wait for the anime to come out and then just watch it that way. Like, there were all kinds of anime that when I read the manga, it made me think, okay, how is the character supposed to feel with certain things? Now, for example, some of the storylines in certain animes always showed me, hey, the character is supposed to be enraged, engulfed with rage, like wanting to snap. But at the same time, when you read the manga, it's like, yay, are you supposed to know if he's supposed to snap or something? I don't know. When you read the manga, yay, are you supposed to know if he's supposed to snap?
Hardcore free-for-all. Neutralize all threats.
One reason why I don't like this map when it comes to hard free-for-all, because you always get people camping up a storm. Alright guys, so here's what I am gonna do. I will have to go out later, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play 20 actually I'll play a couple more matches, and then after that I am going to take a break, and then I'll probably check up where I left off on the Yu-Gi-Oh movie, or the Yu-Gi-Oh gameplay, and then after that, I will add on another Yu-Gi-Oh gameplay. Because I've had people already tell me, oh dude, you've got to get back onto Yu-Gi-Oh because there's been new stuff added, da 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 da. And it's like, alright, you know what? I want to get back on it. But at the same time, like with certain games, if I want to try to get stuff done like events or vice versa. You know, it's like it drives me nuts if I can't get stuff done. All right. Woo. Yeah, I heard him, but at the same time, I didn't make it in time. Okay, let's see.
You gonna let a bunch of company assholes beat you? Fight back, damn it!
Yeah, but the key thing is I want to try to get through the headshots on the Red Tiger for the Red Tiger, but every time I've tried to do that, it's depending on the match. Really? Yeah, they only need one more kill, and then it's like, yep. Dude, just get your last kill and that's the other thing I don't like about hardcore or free-for-all, because you always get those people that always do the same thing. They wait until the last But that's the other thing. When you play free for all, you always get those guys like the Noctur Token Weaver, who plays that character. Basically, always do his free for all where they can basically do all that. Oh, forgot to check up on chat. Whenever you need help with zombies, I the guy on every solo. Wowzer, dude, thanks for the heads up on that, brother. I will keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Oh, shoot. Ah, did not want to do that. Sorry about that, guys. Accidentally turned on another movie, or turned on another video, actually. So, like I said, when I speak fast, my brain is like moving periodically fast. So it's like, you know. So I'll do one more match, guys, and then I'm gonna cut out because I have to get up. I have to take care of a couple things today, and then, like I said, last night I was supposed to do a couple things, but I was so woozy, I felt like I couldn't work on anything.
Kill confirmed. Time to get our hands dirty, Black Ops. Get to work.
Hostile sighted. Hey,
Seriously.
tactical incoming! Wow,
Come on, you're losing this fight.
Wow.
Hostile blast trap.
Hey, incoming lethal! Hey, incoming lethal! Oh, sure, shoot the funny man. Real classy.
Oof. But yeah, the other thing, guys, is while I'm out today, I do have to make a couple calls. So I don't know how long I will be out today for. For one, for two, it's just I've been under so much, like I said, because I know people still want me and my buddy Dawson to do that experiment. We are going to try to get that stuff set up. So it's just going to have to take time and patience. And you know how it is.
Can we take a break? When do we get orange slices?
Yep.
Maybe. The higher I get,
Oh. Wait, did I just get the...
Oh, I see you. Sorry, this is my first time doing it.
Okay, guys, I don't know if I got it.
Hey, incoming lethal!
I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I got it.
Hey, incoming lethal!
But we got to figure it out. Because I got to get 19 headshots. Oh.
Oh no, that was one of ours. Sorry. This was not in my contract. Where is it?
Really?
Oh.
Seriously. Left, right, left, right.
Hostiles have sighted.
Really? What, do we got an omen going on around here? Like, seriously, I'm not trying to say it's not rude, guys, but I always get up close. And then when I get up close, the same thing always happens. I get blasted, I get shot, I get all kinds of odds and ends. And then it's like, hey, you know, you're trying your best, you know. Alright. How did... Alright, let's see. Again! Again, I just got... And that's the other thing I don't like about hardcore sometimes. Because, like, you go... Depending on the map, if you even try to make a nice, slow move, you get the same thing every time. You get people that crouch like a tortoise, and then when they crouch like a tortoise, they move up. And then when they move up, it's like, oh, hey, you know, we're going to crouch like a tortoise and then pick off the player. Crouch like a tortoise and pick off the player.
They're gearing up for a final push. Hope you left some in the tank.
Alright. Alright. So first I want to see if I got the red tiger just so I can get it completely out of the way.
Are you on shrooms? Am I on shrooms?
Mission shit, I'm pulling the plug. Time to fade.
Alright, so we're gonna... So... Take a look at this. So... Okay.
Sniper's down.
Definitely need to change there. So yeah, there's two gamer tags right there that would definitely need to change. Especially the first one. The one that's a little... This guy right here that's token and smoking. Question is, what's anybody token and smoking nowadays? You never know. Like seriously, you never know. Okay, let's see. So, right. I needed to see where I was on my... What was it? Gun 9. Didn't get time to look at it. So if I can get a few more headshots, guys, then we'll go from there.
Hardcore hardpoint. Go time. Capture the objective. Hardpoint is secure. We've taken control.
There's an enemy ship!
Oh boy. Oh. Now remember, guys, I said I needed headshots, which is going to be a pain in the butt. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I saw him up there.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint located.
Hostile stop.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint active.
Hostile concussion. Going.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint is
This
secure.
is a weird career.
Oof. All right.
Outside it.
See, that's what they do. They get the hard point, and then you cannot get around them unless you can think of a stratagem.
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint is active. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Oh, I see you.
All right, let's
Hardpoint
see.
locked down. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint located.
Yep.
Hardpoint active. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Really?
Hardpoint is secure.
Oof.
Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Hostile confirmed.
Hardpoint is active. Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Have you guys tried talking it out instead of the whole fighting and shooting thing? be talking about this on my podcast.
Hard point located. Hard point is secure. Hard point active. Hostiles have the hard point.
I've heard of the war on comedy, but this is ridiculous.
Oh, right.
It's not coming. You want to get out of this alive? Better step up.
Okay, guys. So we just got the skinny.
Spotted enemy spring mine.
Hard point identified.
We just got the skinny. So
Hard point is active. Hard point locked down. Hostiles have captured the hard point.
I am too old to be playing these fucking games.
Guess I chose the wrong people for the job. My bad.
We definitely don't have this stuff in Canada.
alrighty.
Took one out.
So we'll see where I'm at right now, guys, and then we'll do what we can here. And then, like I said, I gotta get off for a little bit. Pause though, because I gotta make a couple calls. I gotta handle a few things. So you know how it is. You know how it is. So there we go. We got the red tiger. Not bad. So let's see what camo we're going for this time and how far we are. So we got the red tiger. Okay, so we have to get 5 kills in a single match 3 times with the Ladra. And we have to get 50 kills while moving with the Ladra. So this one is going to be possible. This one, depending on the situation. Actually, I got an idea. We'll go for that one, but here's what we're going to do. And then I'll turn on the 10v10. Now we'll see where we're at. But like I said, guys, what we're gonna do is I'm going to try to get my bearings up, because this needs to be one more level. But like I said, I'm gonna get my bearings up, and I'm also gonna see about using the stakeout map for the 5 kills without dying. Boy, oh boy. Alright. I need to get 5 kills without dying. 3 times in a single match.
Hardcore domination. Weapons free, people.
There's
Some hate on them.
Safe.
Call the duty. Call the duty. Call the duty.
We lost B. We lost all zones. Taking Bravo underway.
Really?
Securing C.
Hey,
Marking
incoming
down
lethal!
Taking Alpha.
Maybe the higher I get. Battle word.
Securing Charlie.
Dude, seriously?
Alpha secure.
The deck's paid in full.
Oh no, that was one of ours. There's an enemy shooter!
Charlie,
Okay, this
lock
is
down.
kind of fun. I can't do battle.
Lost A. Securing B.
Look out, I am Seth Rogen, motherfuckers!
Locked down.
Okay. So there's 1 5 kill. I have to get 3 times in a single match.
Turbo incoming.
Taking all zones.
So I got an idea. Really?
They're taking C. Securing Zone A.
Yeah, see, that's what they do. That's what they do. They crouch like they're at tortoise, facing off against the hare, and then every time they're just sitting there crouching and moving slowly.
Hey, incoming lethal!
And then once when you try to make a move, it's like, nope.
Locking down Charlie. Zone C secure. Losing B.
Ah. And then, of course, I can't make a move because every time I make a move, boom.
Oh, sure, shoot the funny man. Real classy.
Bravo zone secure.
Oh, I see you.
Objectives locked down.
Oh, hey, actually, do you guys want to buy some pottery?
Losing A. We're losing Alpha. They're taking C.
Watch out.
Seriously.
Lost A. Lost
Hey, incoming lethal!
A. Taking C.
Not good.
Charlie secure. Securing Zone A.
Hostile sighted.
We're losing Charlie.
Really?
Never
Alright, guys, so I'll tell you this much. Like I've said in previous videos, when I see logic that makes no sense, I always say the famous phrase, Fuji Tora logic, it's Call of Duty.
Hey, incoming lethal! Capturing this objective.
He's done. They're taking C. We're losing Charlie. Losing Bravo.
You fucking blind! Using lethal.
Securing Alpha.
God, is that blood? Nobody told me there would be blood. Hey, there's a...
Okay, so that's number 2.
Location secure. Maintain current posture.
Using lethal.
Wow, teammate, are you for real right now?
Losing A. They're taking C. We're losing Alpha. We're losing Charlie.
Okay, I am keeping calm right now.
We lost Alpha. They're taking C.
See, now I ain't got nothing against the Call of Duty games, but it's like,
Losing B.
when you got the story mode and you got all that, it's like, hey, you know, they got a good story mode, they got a good, a feasible way of telling the tells.
Hell no, not on my watch.
Losing Bravo.
But the only thing is,
Securing Zone A.
Kill.
Taking Alpha.
Tactical incoming! This is a weird career pivot for me.
They're taking all zones.
my gosh.
God, is that blood? Nobody told me there...
Oh.
Hey, incoming lethal! Maybe the higher I get, the better I shoot.
We lost B. Lock down Charlie.
Well, I had 2, and I only need 1 more. And every time I try to go for 1 more, it's like, oh hey, nope. Oh hey, nope. Or it's like the whole Michael Kyle thing going,
Taking Bravo.
no.
All zones lost.
Capturing this objective.
Secured. Taking A. Losing Bravo. Securing Charlie. Lock down A. Securing
And of course, every time I walk in with a teammate, it's like, oh hey no.
I've heard
All
of
locations secured. Hold your position. Losing B.
Hey, incoming lethal!
Every time.
Hand it out. You ready to take it.
Oh, wow, and the trio comes in. You might as well give them the masks of Lock, Shock, and Barrel.
Charlie. Securing Alpha. Losing Bravo.
Oh, I see you.
Bravo station's locked down. Dig in and hold them.
Hey, incoming lethal!
Losing B. Losing Bravo.
And if you guys ever watch Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, then you guys definitely know who Lock, Shock, and Barrel are.
Losing B. Bravo lost. We have the edge, but don't get cocky. This shit ain't over. Lock it down, Bravo. Losing A.
Other way, other way.
And Alpha.
And of course.
Bravo fucking Zulu, Black Ops.
We're gonna see how well we got in there, and then I will probably do another match. Ugh. Oh, wait.
Enemy grenade. Bye-bye. Me versus the horde. What else is fucking new?
Oh. All right, let's see. All right, so we got the data globe, which isn't so bad. To be honest, I didn't know what it was until after the whole shabacle. All right, so let's see. Weapons, loadout. We go to 9. So we got this one. The next one we got to get is this one. We need 3 more for this one, and then we can start on the gold, and then the diamond, and then, of course, the dark spine. But remember, guys, like I said, once we get up to the dark side, dark spine, we cannot use that gun. So when we have to redo all the guns for the dark spine event, here's how we'll have to do it. So as you guys can see, all these assault rifles are done. The SMGs, a couple of them are already, a few of them actually, are already high up there. So I need 3 more.
Domination. MTC is live. Resume all contact to us. Securing B. Securing Zone A. Take it B. Zone A
Take a break.
secure.
When do we get orange slices?
Losing Bravo.
See?
We lost B.
And then the next thing I gotta do is get double
Losing
kills.
A.
Oh, I see you. I'm here to answer the calls of duties. Call of duty? Calls of duty?
Taking Bravo underway. Locking down Bravo.
So now the next thing I gotta do
Take it.
is double kills.
5 enemies sighted. We're losing Alpha. Securing B.
am Seth Rogen, motherfuckers!
We lost all zones. Taking A.
Seriously, he was not. You want to try that again for 300?
Securing Charlie. Control zone C.
Tactical advantage.
Sorry, capturing this objective. Hey, incoming wave!
Okay, so I got a double kill.
Take it out.
Tactical incoming! Capturing this objective.
Yeah, you may have to deal with ruse of an ooze. And that's basically what I'm calling.
Taking Bravo.
Capturing this objective. Dave, enemy.
That better been a double.
C locked down. They're taking C. Securing zone A. B.
Tactical incoming! Hey, you got a death wish? Tactical incoming! I get to drive it.
Locking down Bravo. Taking Alpha. We're losing Charlie. Securing B.
Oh,
They're taking C. All zones lost. We got a rat. Someone find that fucking traitor. Taking A. Taking B.
Capturing this.
okay, I got a double kill. Oh, we're spicing it up.
Securing B.
Capturing this objective.
Taking A. Bravo's up.
Hey, incoming!
Alpha secure. Locking down Charlie.
Oh, seriously, he didn't even see me. Okay,
Losing A.
he did not even see me before the whole thing came. All right.
Taking C. Losing Bravo. We lost B.
I could probably turn the
Taking
capturing this
Bravo
objective.
underway. We're losing Alpha. Taking B.
Wow.
Locking down Bravo. Securing C. Securing B.
Really? How did I get
Yo,
killed
Charlie,
right when I
lock
did?
down. Capturing this
Taking
objective.
Bravo underway. We're losing Charlie. All locations secured. Hold your position. Losing A. We're losing Alpha.
Yeah,
We lost Alpha.
because that's what these guys do. They get halfway through the game, they know they're good.
Securing Alpha. We lost C. Zone Alpha captured. Losing B. Taking C.
Capturing this objective.
All locations locked down. Dig in and hold. Losing Bravo. We're losing Charlie.
There's like,
We lost Charlie.
That's 5 kills.
Losing A. Locking down Charlie.
they, like I said, he keeps running around like he's a doggone tortoise against a hare, and then basically he's...
We're losing Alpha.
Not even. Not
Losing
even.
A. Securing C.
Even though I say it's full of baloney. Because you cannot even get at it.
Securing zone
I mean,
A.
even though we're doing our best here, you got people camping up a storm,
Securing Charlie. Alpha secure.
and it's like you're trying. But then when you're trying to get across the way, it's like, oh, hey. Or it's like, hey, you got teammates that are blocking your path, and when you're trying to go for the path, it's like, nope.
Capturing this objective.
Securing C. We're losing Alpha.
Enemy field upgrade.
Mark it down.
Not
Bravo.
good.
Crimson sent a sleeper. Trust no one. Taking Bravo underway. Securing
This was
B.
not in my contract. Yeah, watch it.
Yep.
There's an enemy shooter. Oh, sure. Shoot the funny man. Recapturing this
Locking down
objective.
Losing A. Mark it down Bravo.
And every time I make a move, it's always the same thing.
We're losing Alpha.
Capturing
Losing
this
A.
objective. Hey, incoming lethal.
Securing Charlie. Bravo zone secure. We're losing Alpha.
I hope I don't die. That would be super.
We lost Alpha.
Yeah, watch it. Capturing
Securing
the.
C.
Hey, incoming lethal.
Losing Bravo. Take it out. Losing B. down A. Locking down Charlie.
Yeah, because when we have most people, they're like, oh, hey, we're going to lose, so it's like we're going to leave, but then it's like, nope. The minute they know they win, they're like, oh, hey, we're going to stay.
Losing Bravo. We lost B. Securing Charlie. Charlie secured. We're losing Alpha. You're planning on giving up. Do it now. If not, get to work. We lost A.
That's definitely a Fujitora logic, it's Call of Duty kind of moment. Because there is no way he knew where I was right there. Like, he quickly just turned around and then picked me off with a sniper. That is...
All operators to
If you guys go back to that and clip it, make sure you clip it just so we can know. Because I got a feeling that that's technically considered a way off one.
Marksman is down.
Ugh. Man, my legs. And sore like crazy. Alright guys, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna double check the we're gonna double check my weapon. So we got here and here. So I gotta get 6 more double kills. So we're gonna go ahead and equip this one. And then we're gonna up the magazine to number 3. Gives us more ammo. And then we're gonna add the Parabellum 9mm FMJs. So remember guys, on the one camo, right here. First off, we gotta get this up to level 38, which means we need 13 more levels. Second, we're trying to get up to the Dark Spine. So we need to get gold. Then we need to get the diamond. So the Dark Spine is going to be last. So we need 6 more double kills. So if I can get double kills on Blaze Town, then that'll help us out a little bit. But before I start going in, check something. Okay.
Hardcore team deathmatch.
Okay. Let's see.
Watch your fire!
Oh, was that a double? Oh yeah. Okay.
Advantage. Now hold it. They've taken the lead.
Okay, so I got one. So I got one double kill. So I need 6 more double kills, or 5 more now. But the downside is I always have a problem with getting halfway across the map before I get picked off. So we're gonna see what I can do here. Oh. Yep. You see right there. And you see right there. See, that's what they're doing. Because and this is what players do sometimes. If they know a map well enough, they decide, hey, we're gonna spawn trap. and pick off the weak. So, like, if you don't know the map very well, then what they're gonna do is they're gonna pick off the weak, get you in the, get you on that one, and then pretty much be like, hey, we're gonna pick off the weak and then go for the strong. Ooh. That's basically what they did the last few matches. They pick off the weak. Even though I'm not calling myself weak, I'm pretty good when it comes to playing. But they always pick off the weak with the lowest KD or the lowest of the leaderboard, and then work their way up.
The lead is ours.
So even, oh wow.
You're falling behind, Crimson.
And like I said, with teammates, they do the same thing where they decide, oh, hey, we're going to shoot you in the head, or, oh, hey, we're going to shoot you here. Nope. And then the enemy always knows where you are when you accidentally pick off your teammates.
We're gonna have a fucking talk.
Alright, let's see. Yeah, can somebody get the one that's camping in the truck off the field?
Target appears hostile.
Good night, dude.
Hostile marksman destroyed. They're moving.
Okay, I got another triple kill. Not bad. Not bad, not bad.
Enemy
Alright. Alright, we gotta get up there. Okay, don't know if I didn't get any messages. Okay. Let's... Okay.
clear.
Operator establishing score streak.
We're ahead, but stay alert. Marshall's people are no fools.
Making my move. Confirmed.
Spawn flips.
Area pacified. Use the LZ. Kilo
Okay, we did pretty good, guys. But the one thing I always hate is the spawn flips. Every time you get a spawn flip, it's the same thing. They spawn flip, then when they know the spawn, then when the enemy knows they spawn and flip, they trap. It doesn't matter what map. It could be a small map that you know for a fact, like Blaze Town, Grind, Hideout. You could pick any map, and I can guarantee you they will decide right then and there, hey, if the spawn is flipped, we know where they're going to be, so we're going to just pick that spawn and pretty much box them in like a game of shogi. Okay, so beside the point. So let's look at this again. So as you guys can see, I got the dark spine from here down to here. We're working on the Ladra right now. So which means I need one more double kill. And then I need to go for, you know. So just so we know, so you guys know the Ladra, if I pronounce it. Yeah, the Ladra. So we got the camo. We got the broken camo. We need one more for the gold. Then we need to do 3 kills without dying 10 times. And then we need to do this one and to get a triple kills or better. So, which means we are definitely gonna be stuck. But if I can get the double kills and work my way up, I should be fine. Because I need to get one more double kill.
Hardcore team deathmatch. Eliminate
Punch
the
over.
enemy. We're winning. Keep it that way.
I got a triple kill, but now I need to get
Snipers down. Advance.
3 kills without dying 10 times, which will be tough.
Giving up
Put them to bed.
Okay, I had a double kill.
When I got
Enemy killed.
grenade incoming.
They've taken the lead.
Alright. Oh.
No forgiveness. Target disposed.
We've claimed the advantage. Now hold it.
They're dead. Back on. Grabbing friendly. Shit, that was a teammate.
Hostiles reclaimed the lead.
See, and this is what I'm talking about, guys. Every time, this is what I talk about. The minute the enemy team knows what location you're going to be in, it's like, nope. There ain't no, we can't get in, we can't get out. Can't get out, can't get in.
Get out.
So, like, you can go right, you can go left, you can...
Watch out! Grenade!
The lead is ours.
Prepare to engage! Shot was good! Hostile Semtex! Incoming lethal!
Molotov!
Stun incoming! Of course I'm petty.
Oh, boy.
Making my move! Eyes up! No forgiveness. Thermo incoming! They're finished!
Oh, boy.
MTC
Go
fully
on.
dry. Get serious, Crimson.
Enemy grenade!
Hostile thermite.
Oh, boy.
Enemy silenced!
Oh.
Hostile marksman destroyed!
All threats neutralized.
There we go. There we go.
Wherever they're hiding.
Yes, they're done! Let's go!
Oh, hey, actually, do you guys want to buy some pottery? I am not made for this. I do ceramics.
So I have one guy who's 40 points above. So that's not bad. Not bad. Alright, so we're going to see what we got first. So we got the gold. Alright, guys. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. So on this, we got up to gold. I need 2 more double kills, and then we're going to work on the dark spine. But also, remember one of the goals. Oh, wait. How do I... So, remember what I said for the goals, guys. If each of these assault rifles or anything has the diamond, then they will be used in zombies. So these 2 were used in zombies. They're good. But we still need to make sure they are... Make sure I have all the camos for them. So, you know, we're just going to have to do what we can do. But anyway, guys, I'm going to take a breather. I've been streaming for roughly 3 hours and 23 minutes. I will do some Yu-Gi-Oh! Later, guys, but it highly depends if I'm not busy. So, if you guys like the content, be sure to like, subscribe, and favorite. Comment down below. Turn on notifications, so anytime I go live, you get the ring-a-ding-ding and know I'm in the blink. So, Bach the Rock signing out. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out, and try to have a good one, guys.